Hey folks. Nope. It's colour's a bit funny. Oh god, it's all pogs. Oh good god. Terrifying. Truly terrifying. Bisexual bison. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Welcome in, my dudes. I say the music is playing. Music's playing. It was just a little quiet opening, you know. I think I know this song. This one's quite good. I think this album is quite good. Yeah, this one. It's Yesterday's News. It's very good. I like this one. But yeah, I say, this evening we're doing some more work on Monk. I am looking at sort of ignoring most of the main class and going through a lot of the official Monk subclasses and a lot of the UA ones as well, and converting them to this version, I suppose, making them more appropriate, adding new 14th level features, that sort of thing. Last week we looked at Shadow, or last week, it was 2 days ago. On Monday, we looked through Shadow, Cobalt Soul, and Drunken Master. Today, I'm going to try and look through the other 5. Because we did like some sort of looking through stuff at the start of last week. I said last week again. It's because I almost never do more than one of these in a week. Okay, right. Let me just get a list of the Monk subclasses again. Probably my most veritable or useful source anyway. God, I just developed myself a pounding fucking headache. Like, Jesus. Right. We could look at Kensai. Oh, I forgot about Long Death. I completely forgot about Long Death. In theory, we could actually look at like reworking Long Death in an interesting way. Let's sure. Long Death. Because Long Death is fucking boring. Like, holy shit, it's so boring. Let's look at Way of Mercy, because I think Way of Mercy could be kind of cool to look at. I'm seeing some flavor features. Which I'm a fan of. Always good to see some flavor features, you know? Right. So, cracking all my bones. Way of Mercy. I'll put this on a new page just for the sake of neatness. Let's make a new column here. Now this is UA, so I can show this off as much as much as I want, which I will proceed to do so, because I have not read this before, not properly anyway. Now it looks to be the support monk class, which is fine by me. Sure thing. See you in a bit. Oh, God. I've repressed the sneeze before it came and blew all your fucking eardrums out. Gotta shrink all this text down, make it real small so it'll maybe fit on that one page, but that shit ain't happening. No, it is not. Oh. Okay, we'll take out we'll read the flavor text. Monks of the Way of Mercy learn to manipulate the life force of others to bring aid to those in need. They are wandering physicians to the poor and hurt. However, to those beyond their help, whether ailing or evil, they bring a swift end as an act of mercy. That's quite interesting. I'm on board. Those who follow the way of mercy might be humble members of a religious order, administering to those in the greatest need, making grim choices rooted in reality rather than idealism. Some might be gentle-voiced healers, beloved by the communities, whilst others must be marked bringers of macabre prophecies. The walkers of this way usually don simple robes with deep cowls and often conceal their faces with masks, presenting themselves as faceless bringers of life and death. I like this considerably. This is fucking rad. Implements of Mercy, you gain proficiency in the Insight or Medicine skill, your choice, and you gain proficiency with the Herbalism kit and the Poisoner's kit. Absolver vibes? Oh, well, yeah, I suppose the mask, yeah. I do actually want to do a Absolver themed subclass. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. It's going to be more about like reading your opponents, I guess. Hands of Healing. Your mystical touch can mend wounds. As an action, you can spend 1 key point to touch a creature, restore a number of hit points equal to a roll of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. When you use your flurry of blows, you can replace one of the unarmed strikes with the use of this feature without spending its key cost. Interesting. I think I have a potentially more. I think I have a way of changing that over. That's too hot. Hands of Harm. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you spend 1 key point to deal extra necrotic damage equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die. If the creature is incapacitated or poisoned, the creature intends to take this necrotic damage equal to 3 rolls. I think Hands of Harm needs to be better to facilitate the sheer cost of it, because literally all you're paying for is a dice, and paying for a dice does not net you much. So realistically, I will take these 2 abilities, and I will just like copy them over, because this is UA. I can do what I want with it, within reason, to my knowledge. When you use a key technique, you can replace 1. You can use without spending it. You can use. I don't think this needs to be capitalized here. When you use a key technique, you can use this feature without spending its key cost as a part of the same key technique. This is potentially very, very strong, but at the same time, at level 1, that's like a healing word, yo. Like, or maybe, how about as a bonus action, and then we remove this just outright, because realistically the power of this ability comes in walking up to somebody who is unconscious and giving them a better version of Healing Word, because once you hit 5th, this is just better Healing Word. Well, it's not as good because obviously you have to, be next to them to do it, but it's not bad either. Maybe this can scale, maybe, but I think it's probably okay as is. And then Hands of Harm, which is a fucking name and a half. Should it not be Hand of Healing and Hand of Harm? Yes, it should. Apparently it is capitalized. So yeah, this is like a very tangible damage boost here. You punch a guy, and he takes basically double damage in you know, your level 3, you have 16 dex, 16 wisdom, you know, that's not unreasonable, that's not impossible, not by any means. You know, you just be like a wood elf or something. Hell, if you're a wood elf, you could potentially have higher than that. You punch a dude, and you basically double the damage, which is, for a key point at level 3, when it's half of your available key, that's pretty reasonable. Like, I'm well aware, of course, this is better than a crit, but it was already better than a crit, so why not make it more consistent and more worth the points? You know, maybe it's very strong, maybe it's too strong, but I think it's probably fine. That's what playtesting's for. Throw something at the wall, see if it sticks. And if it doesn't, then you fucking change it, don't you? I love this. This is brilliant. I absolutely love this. We're gonna put this in. I'm gonna put the flavor text in so I don't lose it, because it's fucking brilliant. I love this. This is incredible. This has some fucking crunchy flavor. Just mamma mia, it's a spicy meatball. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Raven. Oh, that should say black and white. Crying visage? No, visage. Obviously, these are just examples. There's probably a million other cool masks that you can have, but you can be a plague doctor monk, so that's pretty fucking sick. So I am wholly on board with it. Noxious aura, right? We may as well just upgrade this to just normie shit now. To turn your key into an aura of toxic miasma. The aura. That is insane. Like, this bit here is like honestly more of a downside than anything else, because, you know, any creature you choose. Oh, this should be oh, I put fist level. And I didn't even... Lastly, at first level. Yeah, this here, this is insane. Like, oh yeah, lol, ranged attacks, just disadvantage, just flat out. Just, okay, just sure. Like 50%, you know, or give or take, you know, 40 to 50% of all attack rolls that will be ever made against you are at disadvantage all the time. That is nuts. This is a very reasonable 10th level ability. It's not that powerful, but it definitely has a lot of application. Well, I suppose as a bonus action, having basically lesser restoration is pretty good. So yeah. Pretty fucking good. Let me just test my bot real quick. No, my bot is still broken. I managed to get, like, chatbot itself working, but it doesn't seem to be recognizing that the stream is online, and it's connected to nothing. So that's fun. Rip. I'll just close it. Not gonna waste my time. Streamlabs chatbot is a giant pile of garbage. Fun fact. Right. Hand of Mercy. You don't need to... this reminder text isn't necessary. A creature can willingly fail any saving throw. That's completely unnecessary. This ability is weird. Like, it has a clear application, and is interesting, but it doesn't seem good. No, there is application, I suppose. The evil guy is like, ah, yes, if I press this button, it will recognize my fingerprints and will destroy the universe. And then you just punch him and he goes to sleep. I'll also reduce it to 3 key points, not to 2, because 2 is probably a little low for this kind of feature, you know? Just a little. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Healing Technique to 14th level and make a 10th level feature instead. Oh. I am not sure what to do. Yeah, I very much like this subclass. It's cool. I'm not sure if I personally would play it, just because the features don't really excite me, but the flavor is cool. Support monk, I'm all here for. You know, support monk is a good time. I have an idea. Fell hand. Your strikes bring swift end to your foes. Foes. Whenever you damage, whenever you use your Hand of Harm feature, the damage of the attack deals no damage, instead reducing the target's current hit points and its hit point maximum by an amount equal to the damage it would have dealt. So this seems kind of irrelevant, and and obviously hit point maximum reduction in a monster is a non-factor in almost all situations, so that's just fluff. And reducing current hit points also is generally fluff, but there are also a lot of creatures that are resistant, or in some cases just straight up immune to necrotic damage. So this kind of is like, I can harm anything, I can kill anything I want. You know, you just punch them and they die. So yeah, this is very much a flavor ability, but it does have genuine application, basically meaning that you ignore resistance and immunity to bludgeoning or necrotic damage basically whenever you want, which is pretty decent. Obviously it's not insanely powerful by any means, but it's not half bad, not by any means either. So yeah, I think that's probably Way of Mercy. I like this. I like it a lot. I think this is cool as hell. Let's move it up here. Oh, let's also remove this. Way of Mercy goes here. Oh, you get a third hand at 18th level. Right. Let's look at another one. What is... so we can take Mercy off of our list. We have Kensai, Sun Soul, Ascendant Dragon. I'll just... I thought it was just Dragon, but... Ascendant Dragon. Let's look at the JoJo boy. Because Way of the Astral Self is potentially like the coolest subclass introduced in the game ever, and basically everybody loves it. I know it's getting reprinted in Tasha's very soon, potentially changed to varying degrees of significance. However, I'm going to adapt it now because I want to. Fuck you. I thought it was a bug. I sensed a bug. No, it's dust, I think. Oh my god, I know what it is. I'm sensing movement out of the corner of my eye, and it's the fucking pogs in the jar. I'm like... looking around, trying to find whatever the fuck it is, and I sense movement, but because I'm not looking at the screen, I don't realize it's the fucking pogs. Oh my god, I've been bamboozled again. Oh god, oh fuck. The pogs, they got me. Right, so let us look at... Right, Way of the Astral Self. Let's look at the shit that they get. Answer the Astral Self. At 3rd level, your mastery of your key allows you to summon a portion of your Astral Self. On your turn, you can spend 2 key points as a bonus action, reduce that to 1, to summon the arms of your Astral Self for 10 minutes. These spectral arms hover near your shoulders. You determine the arm's appearance based on the qualities of your character. While your astral arms are summoned, you gain the following benefits. You can use your wisdom modifier in place of strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saving throws. The arms are monk weapons and have a reach of 10 feet. The arms deal radiant or necrotic damage, your choice. When you attack with the arms, you can use your wisdom modifier instead of your strength or dexterity modifier in the place of the attack and damage rolls. Yeah, you just have a stand. And I love it. I love it so much. Immediately after you use the attack action with your astral arms in your turn, you can make 1 extra attack with your astral arms as a bonus action. The number of extra attacks increases when you reach certain levels in this class. You just get a better version of Flurry of Blows for free. That's pretty fucking sick, not gonna lie. I kinda love that. My god. Jesus. Greetings. We're doing the JoJo subclass. So yeah, Arms of the Astral Self is like mostly fine because it doesn't really, like, basically we need to change this number here and basically everything else can remain the same. Like, this thing here is nuts, but it's probably not that big of a deal. We'll also do 10, 18 to match the standard scaling, or the new scaling. Visage of the Astral Self. Starting at 6th level, you can summon the Visage of your Astral Self. On your turn, you can spend 2 key points as a bonus action or as a part of summoning your Astral Arms to summon this Visage for 10 minutes. The Spectral Visage covers your face like a helmet or mask. You determine its appearance based on the qualities of your character. I don't like it covering your face because it makes it seem like less of a stand, you know? You have advantage on Wisdom, Insight, and Charisma Intimidation checks. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet. Yeah, seems, you know... Seems pretty generic, to be honest. Like, doesn't seem very exciting. Obviously, magical darkness is pretty sick, but, like, you know, you don't get darkness on top of this, so, you know, you gotta be a tiefling, I guess, to get any kind of benefit out of this. I am a fan, however. Though, to be fair, I am a fan of all of this. This is just wonderful. And I don't think these benefits are tangible enough for it to matter. Your spectral visage covers your face like a helmet or mask. Oh my god, shut up. Turned this off like days ago. Fuck me. But, good news, Angela's has been approved. I can sell the damn fucking thing now. Yes. Wait. They did it. Did he just release it? Without... Has it just been released? Without... Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my shit if he's done this. Oh my god, he fucking has as well. Are you fucking serious? Oh, I'm gonna find the people who run fucking drive-through RPG and butcher them with an axe. Right, so Stream Detour people. Because drive-through RPG have so wonderfully released my product without my consent, I have to do all the advertising work for it right now. Yes, they have released it specifically in Minecraft. So stream total fucking detour. We can't do any monk shit right now because I have to do this now. So thanks drive-through RPG for being the most awkward, like, corporation I've ever had the displeasure of working for or working with in any capacity whatsoever. Because I'm so fucking mad. Like, holy shit. Right. Right. Okay, sorry about this, people. I'll try and make this as quick as possible, but this is, like, insanely important. I sent in for approval, not for them to just release it without asking me. Oh, fucking morons. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so fucked off. Fuck. Oh, I'm ready to blow a fucking gasket, like... If there are any people in here who have either A, not heard this story before, or B, would ever consider releasing content on drive-thru, just don't fucking do it. It's not worth it. I have like, dealing with their bullshit on Monday, I was about ready to have a fucking nervous breakdown. And now they've gone and just released it. Like, just actually just released it. Without... I asked for approval, not for you to release my product for me. You dumb cunts. I'm so fucking salty. In case that wasn't blatantly obvious, I'm real fucking salty. Yep, that is me at this current time. I'm going to send them another very strongly worded email. Right. Like I said, I will be as quick as possible, but I have been winding up to this release for months. And everything was more or less ready on Monday before they told me to go fuck myself. And now I have to just do everything on the spot. And because they made it public, if I make it private, it won't, like... nothing will change. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about this now, because... Good lord. Right. Oh, I haven't even been able to write, like, a release announcement post, I don't think. Like, I actively haven't been able to write one. Right, so let us reply to this, a man by the name of, that's no. Why the fuck is some random person in the fucking... Oh, I don't know. Oh my god. If I do that, it'll probably remove itself off new. I'm not going to risk that. It's too risky. Because their system is so esoteric that I'm sure it would butcher it in some other way. Like, you're almost certainly right that just making it private would fix the problem, but there's no guarantee, and I'm not going to risk it. How much of a sarcastic cunt should I be in this snarky? No, why the fuck am I emailing this idiot back? I have to release my product that I've worked for the past year on. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. Yeah. I guess I'll get a bloody link for it now, because it's live on drive-thru. It's live on drive-thru. So happy. What the fuck even is it? Oh, no, it's a PDF. They won't have changed anything. Yeah, it's already disappeared off new. Here it is. It is 100% public, that much I can tell you. I have to say, I am seconds away from axe murdering every single employee of Drive-Thru RPG with a powerful gusto. Because, oh my god. Oh, I'm sure it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. Okay, right. I've made a tweet. Right, it's time to do some advertising, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with the book. I'm happy with it. I'm terribly sorry for everybody who's dropped in and is looking at me making angry faces at a screen. Because I am ready to go Google the offices of Drive-Thru RPG and axe murder everybody in the building. It's just, oh my god. I'm so fucking mad. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to do? Yes, there are a number of things I have to do. However, I'm on stream, and frankly, I'm just glad this is over now. This has ruined the enjoyment of the book I just spent the last year writing. But whatever, you know. Also, for those who want a bit of a kick, this is the email that I have sent to, or I'm about to send to the wonderful individual who I'm this close to doxing live on stream. This fucking close. This guy doesn't even work for Drive-Thru. He works for the DM's Guild. Yeah, it's thank you for approving my product, but can you please not release it to the public without my consent or any warning? I was asking for approval, not for you to throw it up at your own volition. I now have to rush together a release whilst in the middle of something very important. Why have you done this? Jack. It doesn't matter. I've already made the release post at this point. I specifically didn't want to release today because it's the US election today. You know, I was going to wait until this Friday when they approved it and say, okay, it's all good now. Oh, I've received another email from DriveThruRPG, a second instance of an email from a separate, just a bot, like an automated email, and it says, the product is now live and available to customers unless you specified a future activation date when you set up the product. No, I didn't, because I didn't expect you to release it without my consent. I'm not even going to use an axe, I'm just going to use a fucking crowbar. Be a lot slower. I'm just not even going to reply to this fucking moron. I'm done. Okay. Right, I'm going to make sure it is actually, you know, it's not in the process of crashing and burning as we speak. Oh. Good God. Okay. Okay, right. Yeah, it's up. It's up. Okay. Okay, right. Terribly sorry about that, people. Whilst far outside of my control. Regardless, I had to put up with my moping for the last half an hour. I am going to go and take a break. I'm going to get a drink. There is no alcohol in my house, so sadly I cannot have any. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna cool off. I just want to leave my house, to be honest. I want to go on a walk, but realistically, working on monk stuff won't be quite as therapeutic, but you know, it'll get the job done. Regardless, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks for sticking around, folks. Yeah, I might just do that. But yeah, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Sadly, the kettle does not take long enough to boil to take a stroll around the area, you know, which is, you know, unsurprising. Regardless, I will well, we're gonna carry on now. Oh, I suppose I best message a couple. Oh, I just have something. Actually, I just had an idea of something I can do. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, right. We're actually gonna bloody carry on now. I had a strong idea for something. Awakening of the Astral Self at 10th level seems to give you a lot of abilities, which I'm fine with, by the way. Awakening of the Astral Self. Let me just check something real quick. No. Okay, good. Right, Awakening of the Astral Self. Oh, I've gone to the wrong bloody place, haven't I? Oh, okay, that's why. So you get Deflect Energy, Empowered Odds, which essentially hit with astral times. Jesus, so much stuff you just kind of get at 10th level. I mean, this is a fluff ability, so that's fine. But yeah, the rest of this is really fucking strong. Like, Jesus. But it's cool. I like it. Complete Astral Self. Let's have a look and see how this works. Oh. This would be 5 key points. Your connection to your astral self is complete, allowing you to summon it entirely. On your turn, you can spend 5 key points as a bonus action to summon the arms, visage, and body of your astral self for 10 minutes. The spectral body covers your physical form like a suit of armor, connecting with connecting with the arms and visage. I don't like this flavor bit. I'm going to remove it because telling people what your special abilities looks like is dumb, especially in this case where it can look however you want. Because realistically, it doesn't fucking matter. You know, it can be. Oh, whoops! I put 87th level instead of 17th, instead of 18th level even. Yeah. Armor of the Spirit seems pretty fucking good. You get fucking extra attack, and key consumption can. Be half your wisdom modifier. I'm gonna have to the reviewers just released their Oh, I forgot to. I should probably sort that out actually. Probably put a little content warning on my thing actually. Okay, right. I'm going to have a read of that. That review later on because I've seen the end quote of the review. Hang on, I'll post it in here actually because Seb they've been super cool. Yeah, so I haven't read the full review yet. It's yeah, let's say I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was. I got sidetracked. But yeah, I'll say I'm gonna read this review later on. I'm very excited to give it a read because I want to read it because I haven't read it yet. I'm very excited to read it. That's what I was gonna say. The end quote I've had for a while because Seb they sent it to me last week, probably this time last week. Okay, Right. You spend a 14th level feature. I have absolutely no idea what this is going to be. Oh, I have an idea. Extension of the astral self. Going with that naming theme, hell yeah. And it should be completion of the astral self, given that all of them are something of the astral self, you know? Gotta keep it. They don't even keep it their own fucking naming theme. I'm gonna bloody do it for them. Feel a bit more positive now, because I saw the start of that review. And also, you know, this is something completely different, having to deal with drive-thru and their axe murder deserving employees. For legal reasons, it is a joke, but also, you know, I'm gonna go buy myself a fucking grindstone. The axe is real rusty. Right, extension of the astral self. When you reach 14th level. Oh, sweet. I mean, I given the ending of the review that I read is positively glowing, I figured it would probably be pretty good. I imagine there's probably some critique in there as well, but I haven't seen any of it yet. And obviously, if there's, you know, like, notable critique in there, then I'll probably go in and fix it tomorrow, to be honest. If there's anything, like, notable. Because, you know, even though I've looked through the damn thing 5 times and say, Livy, you did, like, a full-on edit of the damn thing, which I didn't expect you to do at all. But, you know, and one of us is guaranteed to have missed something. So, yeah, there's going to be, like, a sentence where it's like, you've used the wrong there, or there's an extra word, or you've missed a word, or something. Like, that's guaranteed, which is fine. Right, when you reach 14th level, your astral self is a projection of your very will. When you take the attack action on your turn, you may expend 1 key point. If you do... Yeah, that's true. People do still, like... people do still take it very seriously. I know a friend of mine who I've worked with a lot, Christian Zuch, who is like, you know, he's like English as a second language. He's a fantastic designer, but obviously because English is a second language, his writing does suffer for it, and it is noticeable. And I've done editing work for him on 3-4 occasions now. And something always slips through the cracks because, you know, that shit just happens. But people take it very, very seriously. People get almost offended when the work that they've bought that was produced by, you know, like 2 people it has like a single grammar error in it. And like, I kind of understand the sentiment, but like I understand it and I don't. I think it's blown out of proportion a little bit, but I also do understand the frustration of, I spent this much money on this thing, it shouldn't have any notable issues with it, or noticeable issues with it, because a 1 grammar error is not a notable issue by any means. When it comes from a multi-billion-dollar company, then yeah, it's pretty funny, and it's not inexcusable. That shit happens, doesn't fucking matter. They just do another print run, you know, or they fix it in the next print run. You know, don't matter. Regardless, you may expend 1 key point. If you do, all attack rolls you make with your astral arms until the end of your turn gain a reach of 90 feet. So you're physically extending your astral self. You you as your astral self projects itself across the battlefield. Oh, whoops. Okay. Okay, right. So I kind of like this. I don't think it's like crazy powerful. Obviously, it's pretty strong, but like one of your, at this point, your 14th level, like 6 or 7 key points to get big reach for a turn. Obviously, it solves the problem of, well, ranged is always better because, well, congratulations, you can gain a reach of 90 feet whenever the fuck you want. So that's pretty sick. Actually, I just had an idea to make this ability way better. To make this ability like actually really nuts and like genuinely really, really good under the right circumstances and with the right feats. Because when you make an attack roll with your astral arms, or actually, hang on. Makes one key point. Projecting your astral self across the battlefield. Alternatively, whenever a creature within... alternatively, you may use this feature as a reaction at any time. Wait, no. So... Fuck, no. No, this doesn't fucking work at all. Hang on. No, it's too easily abusable if I change it that way. It's fine. Oh shit. Yeah, I kind of like this ability. I think it's kind of cool. It's not like crazy strong by any means, but it's pretty decent. It certainly, when it's going to be good, it's going to be really, really good, because you enter your astral form as a bonus action on your first turn, and you do your thing, and on your second turn you're like, right, there's no one near me, I just killed 2 guys. Where you know, what do I do? Oh, well, the boss is like 60 feet in the air. I just set my stand up and punch him in the face. I may also put, additionally... Actually, no, this ability is fine as is. It's fine as is. But that completes Astral Self, which is probably one of the coolest subclasses in the game. Now, I want to look at Ascendant Dragon now, because I've only sorta kinda read this, and I want to give it a read, and I want to see, like, a proper read through and see what it's like. I will read it aloud right now. Also, I will place my predictions here. I know I've spoken to Joe about this before, but my money is that Magic the Gathering will be going to Tarkir at some point in 2022. And this is from that book. This is a Jeskai monk. This is very, very out there guess, but I can't see any other reason as to why this exists. Obviously, dragons and monks, monks come from East Asia. Chinese dragons are a thing. Yeah, but there is a reason for it to exist otherwise. But I think that would be the perfect thing to tie it in with, or it could have been something they scrapped from Dragonlance. Though I know nothing about Dragonlance, so maybe Dragonlance doesn't have any fucking dragons in it. I have no idea. Given its name, I'd wager a bet that it probably does, but no clue. Absolutely no clue. Okay. Ugh. Cyberpunk Kamigawa. Monks who follow the way of the Ascendant Dragon revere the power and grandeur of dragons. They alter their own chi to resonate with draconic might, channeling it to augment their prowess in battle, soar through the air, and to bolster their allies. Oh yeah, I remember reading some of these abilities. They're fucking rad as hell. As a follower of this monastic tradition, you decide how you unlocked the powers of dragons through your key. The Ascendant Dragon Origin table offers some possibilities. I fucking love these tables. These tables are rad as hell. So number 1, you honed your abilities by observing a dragon and aligning your ki with their world-altering power. A dragon personally took an active role in shaping your inner energy. You studied at a monastery that traces its teachings back to more than centuries or more to a single dragon's instruction, so you can be a greybeard. Sick. I mean, without any of the shouty stuff, but I'm sure you can flavor it that way. You know, if your DM is like, yeah, you're martial. You don't have martial arts. You just shout at people. You go, Hoo! and they die. You make a little PogChamp face, like, and you, Hoo! And they die. It's good. It's got to be pretty good, right? He spent long stretches meditating in the region of influence of an ancient dragon's lair, absorbing its ambient magic. That's cool. I like that. Making lair regional effects actually mean something, which they generally don't. You found a scroll written in Draconic that contained inspiring new teachings. So you found an Elder Scroll, is what you found. I mean, the Elder Scrolls aren't written in Draconic. The Elder Scrolls are written in something, probably. After a dream that featured a 5-handed dragonborn, you awoke with altered ki, reflecting the breaths of dragons. That sounds like some Tiamat shit right there. No, the number 5. Like, if the number 5 ever comes up in your D&D games, especially when it's tied to colors, it's some Tiamat shit. I managed to bamboozle 15 people. over the space of, like, most of them being here right now, with this exact sneaky trick. Fucking... Okay, right. Third level, Draconic Disciple. You can channel your Draconic Key to imbue your unarmed strikes with the essence of a dragon's breath, and to use your connection with draconic creatures to magnify your presence. You gain the following benefits. When you damage a creature with an unarmed strike, you can change the damage type to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Generally, that's a non-factor, though the ability to make your punches fire punches against treants every single time is pretty decent. If you can't already, you learn to speak, read, and write Draconic. Looks good. If you fail a Charisma, Intimidation, or Charisma Persuasion check, you can use your reaction to re-roll the check. And you can do that once per day. So, that's cool. Breath of the Dragon. Sounds like a flavor feature. You get, like, you know, you get something, like, actually useful, and then you get a couple, like fluff features. Breath of the Dragon. You can channel your key into destructive waves of energy like the dragons you emulate. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of those attacks with an exhalation of draconic energy in a 20-foot cone or a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Your choice. I like that. It's selective. You get to pick which one you do. That's cool. And you choose one of the draconic damage types. Each creature makes a dex save. You have 2 rolls of your martial arts die. Already, this is just blatantly better than a Dragonborn's Breath Weapon, which is not hard, by the way. I want to, at 11th level, or 10th level in our case, it's 3 rolls of your martial arts die. Holy shit. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Okay, no, that's not that big of a deal, because yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, if you have no uses available, you can spend 1 key point to use it again. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, that's very true. That's very true, but I think the Dragonborn Breath Weapon is laughably bad. Like, why would you ever use this kind of bad? At, like, first level, it's pretty decent, but basically once you hit, like, level 2 or level 3, it's completely useless. At level 1, it's actually really fucking good. But at every level thereafter, it's awful. Oh, I remember reading this. I read this ability here, I remember. Wings Unfurled. When you use your Step of the Wind, you can unfurl spectral draconic wings from your back that vanish at the end of your turn. Whilst the winds exist, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended use when you finish a long rest. Oh, they all have the same sort of usage. That's cool. Well, they both have the same sort of usage. Obviously, Step of the Wind is a key passive, so I might just say when you take the dash action, you can just do this. Because realistically, spending your whole ass action to just fly somewhere, like that's, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. And obviously, if you take Step of the Wind, you can then dash as a bonus action. And obviously, most people are going to take Step of the Wind, because Step of the Wind is just kind of generically very good. Like a lot of the 3, or the 3 OG, like Patient Defense is like probably one of the ones that people won't take anymore. but like everybody and their mother is going to take flurry of, like everyone is going to take flurry of blows. Everyone is going to take step of the wind, and that's, to be honest, that's perfectly okay. Like there's nothing wrong with people with those two being the ones you just take every time, because there are a lot of spells like that. You know, like haste, firebolt, fireball, like detect magic, like you just take, if you have access to them, you take them like every time, because they're just generically very, very good. And they're not generically good in a way that they're too strong either, because they're just good. But either way, let's go back to Ascendant Dragon. I'm not sure why I'm on this fucking thing, because I'm reading it over here. Aspect of the Worm. The power of your draconic key now radiates from you, protecting your allies from harm and punishing those who raise arms against them. As a bonus action, you can create an aura of draconic power that radiates 30 feet from you for 1 minute. Choose one of the draconic damage types. For the duration, you gain the following benefits. You and your allies within your aura gain resistance to the chosen damage type. That's weird wording, it shouldn't be like that. It should be you and creatures you choose within your aura gain resistance to the chosen damage type. Waves of destructive energy flow out from you and your allies when any of you are attacked. When you or one of your allies in the aura is hit by an attack made by another creature within the aura, the target that was hit can use the reaction deal an amount of damage of the chosen type equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die to the attacker. That's kind of mediocre, but like it's not bad. Like this isn't a bad ability, it's just not very good. Or that second ability is not very good. The first one is like, yeah, it's pretty fucking good. You go into fight against a dragon, you just say, oh lol, I pick fire. But upon which, because you picked fire, the second ability does nothing, because dragons will be immune to the same damage. The dragons are immune to the damage that they do. Because, you know, they have it inside them at all times, of course they're immune to it. Ascendant aspect. Your draconic koi. To be fair, koi in Japanese mythos are sometimes seen as dragons, but whatever. Your draconic ki reaches its peak. You gain the following benefits. You gain blind sight out to 30 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Why is it explaining blind sight? Like, if you have blind sight, you just have blind sight. Just don't explain blind sight like those are two separate abilities. When you damage a creature with your Breath of the Dragon, the energy clings to the target. At the start of each of the creature's turns, it takes damage of that type, of the type your breath dealt equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die. Holy shit. When you activate your aspect of the worm, Draconic Fury explodes from you. Choose any number of creatures you can see within your aura. Those creatures each take this amount of damage. Ethan has just pointed out an issue with the product page, which is fair enough, I'll fix that later on. Right. I fucking like this subclass. This is rad as hell. I'm a big fan. Big fan of this. And this is also the first one goes on. This is also the first one goes on here. Weight of the Ascendant Dragon. This is UA. I'll just copy this straight in. Oh, zoinks. Jesus. Oh. Oh, it was being a little bitch, that's why. Okay, right. Draconic Disciple. When you first begin this tradition at 3rd level, you can chain your Draconic key into to immune, blah 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 blah. Where's the mercy one? I'm gonna steal this mask. Or this table even. Yoink. Origin. Breath of the Dragon. Oh, whoops. Right. We got some visual glitches going on, some weirdo shit. Blind sight out to 30 feet. Like, you don't need to fucking explain blind sight. I know what that is. Right, I need to fix you and creatures you choose within your aura. Or a creature, or any creature you choose is hit by an attack made by another creature within the area. The target that was hit can use their reaction. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And we're going to reduce this to 2 key points, or 3 key points probably. Now a 10th level feature Dragon Soul. A 10th level The essence of dragons has attuned with your mind, body, and soul. Oh, no, this is 14th level. Whoops. You gain resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison. Oh, wait, fire and lightning damage, because you're already immune to poison as a monk by 14th. Oh, wait, no. Lightning, because that's and poison damage. This is probably way too much. Thinking about it, you should probably just choose one after a long rest, but that's kind of boring, so... Is this really that impactful? Like, it's fucking good, don't get me wrong, but... No. Oh, here's an idea, actually. Legendary souls. You get a legendary resistance. That's kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I like that. I like that a lot. You know, somebody gets to fucking take over your mind or to fucking turn you into a statue, you go, no. You tell that fucking Medusa, call her a thought and tell her to leave. She's a, you know, be gone, thought. Because can't we have any fucking thoughts in our monk territory? Monks, they take holy vows to not use their pinguses or their vagubas, so no thoughts allowed. There's a monks, they have their body is a temple, and temples are thought-free zones. Because ain't nobody touching their pure and holy bods with their sinful, decrepit bods. Big facts there. Right, I'm gonna stop making stupid jokes and pick another one. Let's look at Kensai. Kensai? Well, I guess those monks just have sinful bods. Simple as. And they don't want pure bods touching their sinful bods, you know? Standard stuff, you see. Big smart. I have an intelligence. Okay, regardless. Way of the Kensai. Monks of the Way of the Kensai train relentlessly with their weapons, to the point where their weapon becomes an extension of the body. Founded on the mastery of sword fighting, the tradition has expanded to include many different weapons. A Kensai sees a weapon as much the same way a calligrapher or painter regards a pen or brush. Whatever the weapon, the Kensai views it as a tool used to express the beauty and precision of the martial arts. Very weeby. They studied the blade. Whilst you were out getting girls, I studied the blade. That such mastery makes a Kensai a peerless warrior is but a side effect of intense devotion practice. Okay, right. They good with they sword. Right. They gain calligrapher's supplies or painter's supplies. Very important. Choose two types of weapons to be your Kensai weapons. One melee weapon and one ranged weapon each. So basically, you pick a ranged weapon and you use it exclusively. Because why the fuck would you use anything else? Right. Each of these weapons can be any simple or martial weapon that lacks the heavy and special properties. The longbow is also a valid choice. Oh, of course, because longbows are heavy, aren't they? You gain proficiency with these weapons if you don't already have it. Weapons are the chosen type of monk weapons for you. Many of this tradition's features only work with your Kensai weapons, and you can choose one extra Kensai weapon every time you gain a subclass feature. If you make an unarmed strike as a part of the attack action on your turn and are holding a Kensai weapon, you can use it to defend yourself if it is a melee weapon. You gain a +2 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn while the weapon is in your hand and you aren't incapacitated. Okay, cool. Kensai shot. You can use a bonus action on your turn to make your ranged attacks with the Kensai weapon more deadly. When you do so, any target hit with a ranged attack using a Kensai weapon takes an extra 1d4 damage of the weapon's type until end of turn. So, those abilities seem fine. They seem way better for ranged, because ranged is just better. However, being able to use, like, a longsword with dex does sound kind of fun. Ow. An itchy back. Ugh. 6th level, one with the blade. That's fucking edgy as hell. Jesus Christ. So yeah, you get magic Kensai weapons, which is exactly what it sounds like. Make some magic weapons, whatever. Deft Strike. When you hit a target with a Kensai weapon, you can spend 1 key point to cause the weapon to deal extra damage to target equal to your martial arts die. That seems pretty bad. Like, it seems really, like, even in base monk, that seems really shit. It's called Deft Strike. Why is it called Deft Strike? It just does extra damage. That's fucking boring. Okay, here's what we're doing. Alright, where's the letter K? Sesame Street is brought to you by the letter K. Right, let's get one with the blade up. And these should be alphabetized. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. You bastard. You may then move up to up to 10 feet without provoking attacks of opportunity. The spicy Nova turn. Right. 10th level, Sharpen the Blade. You gain the ability to augment your weapons further with your ki. As a bonus action, you can spend up to 3 ki points to grant 1 Kensai weapon you touch, a bonus to attack and damage rolls when you attack with it. The bonus equals the number of ki points you spend. This bonus lasts for 1 minute or until you use this feature again. This feature has no effect on a magic weapon that already has a bonus to attack and damage rolls. So basically this feature does nothing. And is bad. Because you're 10th level. When the fuck? Why would you have a weapon? A Kensai weapon, your primary form of weapon. In most campaigns, why would you have a weapon that is not at least +1 at this point? Like, I get it, you're a monk and you don't actually need it because your attacks are magical by default, so you're going to be like the last on the list to get a magic weapon. But even so, this seems like as close to useless as you can get. What is 17th level? Once per turn you reroll an attack that you miss. That's fine. Whatever. Like, it's not interesting, but it's fine. So we need a 14th level feature. I think... Oh, here's a thought. Because, you know, you're one with the blade. Deadly Edge. There's a double meaning there. Of course, the edge of your sword is deadly, but also you are extremely edgy. Oh shit. By the time you reach 14th level, lead into a rain of steel. Whenever you score a critical hit against a creature, you may immediately make one additional attack with a Kensai weapon. There is no limit. There is no limit at all on the amount of time. So if you have disgusting luck, you just do full fucking slambony special move. And it's going to piss your DM off so much, but it's going to be real cool. Because you just do some fucking, like, edgy anime boy shit. Easy peasy. You know, you run up to the dragon, you stab him, you crit, and then you do fucking, you know, you stab him again. Oh, lo and behold, you crit. Stab him again. Oh, look at me, I crit again. Like, just take 3 levels in fucking champion or something. You know, champion fighter, get that fucking... That'd be pretty fun. Pretty stupid, but pretty fun. I think I'm going to leave Sharpen the Blade, the shitty feature I was talking about before, because the rest of these abilities seem, like, ludicrously good. So I think having one feature that's kind of like, is probably for the best for the subclass, because it seems pretty loaded, to say the least. Being able to use a longbow as a monk is not something I'm a fan of, not by any means. So Way of the Kensai, more or less the same, with this new feature and a buff to Death Strike, because one key point with this key scaling, maxing at 10, is nowhere near worth it. The last one on the list of pre-existing monk subclasses that are 100% getting adapted is Sun Soul, which is where Wizard steals from a different anime this time. Well, I would say this time Astral Self came after Sun Soul. This is the OG anime boy. I suppose Kensai also came out around the same time, but Sun Soul, you get to be you get to be, you know, you get to be fucking Goku. That's pretty cool. You know, I have not seen Dragon Ball, nor do I have any particular desire to watch it, because I've tried several anime and I've liked none of them. Yeah, not an anime person, not by any stretch of the imagination. Let me just bold on these because I haven't done them yet. Right. Way of the Sun Soul. Monks of the Way of the Sun Soul learn to channel their life energy into searing bolts of light. They teach that meditation can unlock the ability to unleash the indomitable light shed by the soul of every living creature. Very boring flavor text, very, very short. You can tell they didn't really want to reference Dragon Ball too much. Radiant Sunbolt. Starting when you choose this tradition at 3rd level, you can hurl searing bolts of magical radiance. You get a new attack option that you can use with the attack action. This special attack is a ranged spell attack with a range of 30 feet. You are proficient with it and can add your dexterity modifier to attack and damage rolls. Its damage is radiant, and its damage die is a d4. This die changes as you gain monk levels, as shown on the martial arts column of the monk table. Realistically, it should just be called a monk weapon because that makes way more sense. So actually, that's one of the things I'm going to do. I don't see any reason why it's not just a monk weapon. Actually, no, hang on. Way of the Sun Soul. Radiant Sun Bolt. Should be Wisdom. Damage is radiant and its damage die is equal to your martial arts die. Twice more as a bonus action. This seems kind of blatantly worse because you have to be at range, shoot twice, and then you just kind of squander your bonus action. You just kind of, yeah, you just kind of squander your bonus action, which seems very frustrating and stupid. Okay. Yeah, this actually seems kind of bad. Joe, do you have any particular insights on Sun Soul? Because it seems very, very weak. So far, mind you. It may get better, but it seems pretty bad. Regardless, Searing Arc Strike. Into searing waves of energy. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 2 key points to cast the Burning Hand spell as a bonus action. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah. You know what? Let's reword this entire ability. Bam. When you make an unarmed strike, become a Radiant Strike. Radiant Strikes are ranged spell attacks. Use your Wisdom modifier for its attack and damage rolls. And deal radiant damage instead. And deal radiant damage. and deal radiant damage equal to your martial arts die. Whoa, I just made this feature better and a single paragraph, I think. Yeah, because it now just... Yeah, you just replace your unarmed strike. So yeah. Because it's a replacement effect for unarmed strikes. It doesn't... It stops being an unarmed strike after you've already... Yeah. I know replacement effects are kind of like a magic thing, but it's very clear what this implies. It implies that the unarmed strike you make as a bonus action also counts towards this too. Making this subclass actually really fucking good, as opposed to pretty mediocre. Like, this change alone not only makes this ability much simpler to understand, and also makes the subclass infinitely better, as power-wise, as a result. But either way, I'm going to read Searing Arc Strike. Burning Hands is a bonus action. You can spend additional key points to cast Burning Hands at as a higher level spell. This seems pretty good, like generally pretty decent. Oh, ranged spell attacks with a range. First attack. Deal radiant damage equal to your martial arts die. So, Searing Arc Strike. One key point to cast the Burning Hand spell as a bonus action. Realistically, the level at which you cast Burning Hands should just increase with your level. Yeah, because the scaling is pretty bad in base anyway, and would be absolutely awful, because it's like one extra key point per level, right? And in this particular instance, it's just fucking awful. Like, holy shit, it's really bad. When you reach 10th level, you may expend an addition. As you gain monk levels, you may expend additional uses of this feature. No, not additional uses. Spend additional key points to increase the level at which you cast Burning Hands. Oh. Burning Hands. When you reach 10th level, you may expend 2 key points to cast increasing by 1 key point and 2 spell levels or it would be increasing at 10th 2 key points, 3rd level, and 18th 3 key points, 5th level. Because a 5th level Burning Hands, that's you are looking at like just shy of a fireball to my memory. I think Burning Hands is 3d6, like 3d6. 5th level, you're looking at 76, which is just shy as of a fireball as a bonus action. Which is... shit, that's actually really fucking good. Oh no, that's really strong. Well, I suppose if you do this twice, you've used over half your... Because your 18th level, you have, to my knowledge, you have 9 key points at 18th level. Let's check. Oh no, you have 10 key points. You've capped out at key at this level. Which means you are spending 3 of your 10 key to cast Burning Hands at 5th level. And Burning Hands at 5th level does 76 damage. Which is an average of 24 damage, which is nothing to sneeze at, not by any means whatsoever. Though it is also fire damage, which is generally kind of reduces that, especially at 18th level, where everything you're going to be fighting is probably going to be resistant. So we're probably looking at somewhere in the range of like 16 damage instead. Probably hitting like 2 or 3 creatures. So assuming they all fail a dex save, which is very possible, you're probably looking at about 32 damage. For the cost of 3 key points. This is probably okay. Probably. I'm gonna watch this. Because whenever this gets playtested, gonna watch this pretty fucking carefully because could be pretty strong. Could be pretty strong. Right, 10th level, Searing Sunburst. You gain the ability to create an orb of light that erupts into a devastating explosion, so you make a spirit bomb. As an action, you can magically create an orb and hurl it to a point you choose within 150 feet, where it erupts into a sphere of radiant light for a brief but deadly instant. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 2d6 radiant damage. Oh, okay, right, I understand. It's baseline 2d6, but you can spend key to increase that. Every key you spend increases it by 2d6 to a maximum of 66, so you're looking at 8d6. So you cast Fireball, basically. You for the price of 3 key points, you cast Fireball. Yeah, this seems pretty good. Obviously, at 18th level, you can, in turn, increase the power of this feature quite considerably as well, but I think it's probably okay. Right. I am going to change this slightly. I have an idea. The base damage of this feature increases as you gain monk levels, increasing by 1d6 at 14th. So Searing Sunburst. I'm going to rename this to Burning Arc Strike. Sun Shield. 17th level. You become wreathed in an luminous magical aura. You shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet. You can extinguish or restore the light as a bonus action. If a creature hits you with a melee attack while this light shines, you can use your reaction to radiant damage to that creature. The radiant damage equals 5 plus your wisdom modifier. This is really boring and is not worthy of a 17th level feature. This is getting relegated to 14th level. And I'll do this. I think is probably the best way to do it. Relegated to 14th level, and then we make a new 17th level feature, and Ooh, I just had an idea. Yes, I just had an idea. Right, okay. I don't have a name for it yet. It's probably going to be something dumb. By the time you reach 18th level, you can channel the very... channel the very essence of the sun soul. Drawing it into you embody the very essence of the sun soul, drawing its power into your attacks. When you make one or more a radiant strike, you may cause it to become a beam of radiant energy instead of a single bolt. The beam extends out from you in a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long line. Each creature caught in the area must dexterity saving throw or suffer radiant damage equal to a roll of your monk of your martial arts die, or once on each of your turns. Whenever you on each of your turns, when you make a radiant strike, you may cause it to become a beam of radiant energy instead of a single bolt. The beam extends out from you in a 5-foot wide, 30-foot long line. Each creature caught in the air is equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die plus your wisdom modifier. No, not wisdom modifier. So once per turn, you shoot a laser beam, as opposed to, well, not a laser beam. So, it's pretty good. The actual power of this ability is probably, like, potentially questionable. Like, it's mostly cool, and in the right scenario, it's very, very strong. If you're against a lot of enemies, sacrificing a little bit of individual damage for sizable area of effect damage, which you already possess, you just have even more of it now. This could potentially be quite good. Sun's rays, or just solar rays, or rays of the solar soul. There we go. That's cool. Rays of the solar soul. You shoot some big old laser beams from your hands. It's pretty sick. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Oh. It's the first time I've coughed all stream. That's a new one for me. Probably because I started streaming sometime after I ate. Like over an hour. So I guess I need to just stop streaming right after I eat. So yeah. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but like, it's fun making it a little esoteric, I guess. I don't fucking know. Well, we've done all the monk subclasses. We've looked at all of them, and we've maybe made a lot of them very overpowered, which, if something is overpowered in the right kind of way, is it that bad? Because, like, when something just does just that little bit too much damage, it can be a little frustrating. But when something just does something really cool that does a little too much damage, is it that bad? No, there are probably some like actual like things that we've done today that are way too much, which you know, and if that's the case, which is very likely, by the way, these are all first drafts. I'm happy with how this is going, and Monk is like very nearly finished. I reckon a couple more streams and this will be done. Realistically, I'll be like releasing it on Twitter and then be releasing like a paid version on the DMs Guild at some point in the future. That's probably the plan. But yeah, I'm probably going to go for another sort of half hour or so, because I want to, really. That's sort of the aim there, I guess. I am probably going to... I'm not sure what I want to look at now. The options are try and finish off the key passives, and make an 11th level feature for Monk as a whole. Oh! That sound is very loud, I need to turn it down. But yes, thank you for the raid, Katie. Thank you very much. Welcome in, my dudes. This is a Word document. I'm looking at it. This is a Word document I've been looking at for some time. But regardless, I'm looking at Monk from 5th edition. Gamer. But yes, welcome in. Give one of these. But yeah, you missed me contending with some getting real sully at Drive-Thru RPG earlier on, for good reason, mind you, because fuck those guys. But yeah, I've been working on this after having salted at that. The first hour of the stream was a interesting experience for those who were here. But since I've looked at a bunch of Monk shit, Way of the Ascendant Dragon. Ah, yes. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jesus Christ. Those things fucked me up earlier on. I thought there was like a fly buzzing around over by over there. Hang on. I can't like. Yeah, I thought there was a fly buzzing around, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I thought there was like some dust or something. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was staring at this thing in total silence for a good like 20 seconds until I realized, oh my god, it's the Pogs. They were doing this tiny little dance, and it was throwing me completely the fuck off. Like, they've been fine. They've not bothered me since, but holy shit, I thought I was tripping out. It was weird. I like transcended rage and achieved sort of a higher level of consciousness, but just through sheer anger towards a certain publishing site. But yeah, we looked at the JoJo one, the JoJo subclass, where you just get a stand, the one where you become a dragon boy, not in sort of like the furry sense, as in like you just become a bit obsessed with dragons, in the furry sense, I suppose. I imagine Way of the Ascendant Dragons, I imagine most of them by modern standards would probably be considered furries, or scalies, I guess, because they're into dragons. Ah, yes. Distant Pogchamp. We looked at Way of the Kensai, which is the edgy one, where you have a sword. Way of Mercy, which is really cool, and kind of stupid, but it's pretty cool. And Way of the Sun Soul, which is the Dragon Ball Z one, where you shoot lasers out of your hands and you get a spirit bomb at 10th level. Yeah, I have some other subclasses I want to work on, because I'm really happy with these ones, but I want some more, you know? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. You know what? Let's go look at Way of the Long Death, which is the really boring monk subclass from Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, which most people forget about very frequently because both it and the book it's in are extremely bad, and there's very little of any merit inside of it. I know Joe has mentioned it a few times that there's like a specific rogue subclass in there or something that's actually pretty decent. I don't remember what... it's Swashbuckler, of course. Swashbuckler's okay. But everything else in Strongholds of Followers? No, Strongholds of Followers is okay as a book. Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide is egregiously awful. Yeah, we've tackled all of these. We cut these 3 because fuck them. As for Way of the Four Elements, just go download Mark Humes' Way of the Elements. It's free on the DM's Guild. Go get it. It's incredible. And Way of the Open Hand, we stole a bunch of its abilities and just put it in base monk because it really just feels like a generic monk. It's too generic. It's like Champion Fire. It's like, why does this even exist? And Tranquility was just replaced by Mercy, to my understanding. Right, let's look at Long Death. Right. All of these abilities are like a sentence long, implying that exactly 0.2 brain cells was used to develop them. Sometimes conciseness and abilities being short and simple is good, but when all of them are like 2 sentences tops, maybe there's a problem. Because it's very clear that your subclass does absolutely nothing useful or fun. So Way of the Long Death. Monks of the Way of the Long Death are obsessed with the meaning and mechanics of dying. Who would have fucking thought? They capture creatures and prepare elaborate experiments to capture, record, and understand the moments of their demise. Okay, sure. They use this knowledge to guide their understanding of martial arts, yielding a deadly fighting style. Okay, so the flavor is fucking ridiculous. Starting when you choose this tradition at 3rd level, your study of death allows you to extract vitality from another creature as it nears its demise. When you reduce oh fuck's sake, it's one of these. When you reduce a creature to 0 hit points, you gain temporary hit points equal to your relevant stat plus your level. Like, there's like 3 subclasses in the game. Like, one of them is in the PHB, and at least one of them, I think that 2 of them are in the PHB that have this exact fucking ability, and I hate it so much. It's awful. Like, for starters, it's not a good ability, and it's also indescribably lazy. Hour of Reaping. You gain the ability to unsettle or terrify those around you. As an action, for your soul has been touched by the shadow of death. When you take this action, you force everyone within 30 feet of you to make a whiz save or become frightened of you until the end of your turn. So bad. It's so bad. Like, for starters, it's an awful ability. You at least, I mean, to be fair, you don't have to spend any key to do it, which just makes it quite abusable, and also really boring, because you don't get to do anything on your turn, except maybe make people scared of you. You also don't get to choose the targets, so it's super awkward to use as well. Or even more awkward. Mastery of Death is the only one that's vaguely acceptable. When you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you can spend 1 key point and be reduced to 1 hit point instead. That's cool. I like it. Touch of the Long Death. Starting at 17th level, your touch can channel the energy of death into a creature. As an action, you touch 1 creature within 5 feet of you, and you spend 1 to 10 key points. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, and it takes 2d10 necrotic damage per key point spent on a failed save, or half as much on a success. So you spend all of your key to do 20 d10 necrotic. Well, you spend half your key to do 20 d10 necrotic damage to somebody, because sure. For an average of, what, 110 damage. Like, it's a con save, so they're gonna succeed. So you do 55 points of damage to somebody for over half of your ki. So basically we're gonna scrap all of this because it's awful. Set Mastery of Death. That's actually kind of cool. That's. I think the way we do this is Way of the Long Death. We play into the name, Way of the Long Death. Your death is slowed, so is your enemy's. Your enemy's death is slow, yours is slowed, plural. So this is what we're gonna do. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I do. Let us. Oh. Let's be fucking epic gamers right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right. Oh, fuck. Stop making noises, you bastard. Way of the Long Death. Touch of Death. I'm gonna keep the name, because the name works. We're going to use the same fucking flavor text because the flavor text implies that the feature is going to be interesting or good. Whoops. It also allows you to extract vitality from another creature. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you may expend 1 ki point. If you do, the target suffers necrotic damage equal to a roll of your martial arts die. Expend 1 ki point. At the start of each of its turns for the next minute. Whenever a creature suffers damage in this way, you regain hit points equal to the damage dealt. So here we go. This is where shit gets cool. You punch a guy, you put your fucking, death timer in him, and they just start taking damage. Yeah, you just punch a dude, they start taking damage. Yeah, whenever a creature suffers damage in this way, they should probably get a save against it at the start of each of their turns, but honestly, I think, this ability could be genuinely really fucking good if we just leave it as this. Long Death suddenly becomes actually really great. You can play Tank Monk, or you can just mark everybody for death and they just start fucking dying. So you draw out their very soul. To mark it for death. A marked creature suffers. Once you have marked a creature in this way, marking another causes the first mark to end early. So once you've marked a dude, that's that. And the best bit here is this ability pays for itself. Because if you spend a ki point and fucking put some fucking death juice in somebody, when they die, if you're the one that kills them, you get a ki point back. So, it's pretty good. Now, realistically, a creature should probably get a saving throw against this, because this is actually a very substantial amount of damage. because this is 10d4 damage. This is kind of a death sentence to any creature, even if they escape. Okay, no, hang on. A creature can use its action to make a creature can use an action on its turn to try and fight off the mark's effects. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, ending the effect on a success. Yeah, that has improved things quite considerably. I like this ability. This is insanely strong, but it's good fun. And the damage is, like, in combat, not that powerful. It's the healing that you get from it for free, which is really, really good. Obviously, you know, in the, well, it's probably be equal to half the damage dealt, realistically. I think that's the core balance point here, is that it should definitely be half the damage dealt. Right, Hour of Reaping can go fuck itself, I think. Actually, hang on. Hour of Reaping. When you reach 6th level, your strike is a death knell to those that witness it. Your strike is a death knell to those that witness it. Whenever you mark a creature with your Touch of Death feature, each creature you choose, or each creature within 30 feet of the target of them must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Greetings, welcome in, welcome in. I do be working on Monk, changing Monk shit, doing Monk stuff. You may choose must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you until the end of your next turn. You may choose any number of creatures to succeed on this saving throw automatically. You may expend an additional key point. You may expend 1 key point. If you do, each creature that can see the target within 30 feet of them must succeed on a wisdom saving throw and become frightened of you until the end of your next turn. You may choose any number of creatures to succeed on this saving throw automatically. a creature that is allied to you succeeds on this saving throw automatically. So there, this ability is actually kind of good now, because it doesn't take a fucking action to use it. God. Mastery of Death. And the Mastery of Death ability is fine. Like, that does literally just not need any change at all. And Touch of the Long Death can, frankly, fuck off. I might use the name. Actually, no, I won't. Life Siphon. When you reach 10th level, the essence you draw from your foes is further strengthened. Creatures additional damage from your Touch of Death feature equal to your Wisdom modifier. This is like just a generic buff to Touch of Death. Like, you just do. Actually, it's kind of boring, actually. No, I don't like that. Oh, well. So Life Siphon, you just get more hit points. Nice. How fucking dare you? How dare you use caps in my chat? It is just a humble meme. It is just a meme. Why you have to be mad? To your foes. Whenever you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, that creature suffers an additional 1d4 necrotic damage. Or suffers additional necrotic damage equal to half your Wisdom modifier, minimum of 1. So, yeah, you just do a little bit of extra damage with every hit. Just additionally, I thought it was tomorrow. I mean, it's close enough, I guess. You know, I got an hour and a quarter, but I was certain it was tomorrow. Or is this purposely premature? Or am I just an idiot and I have no idea what your birthday is? Any of those things are very possible, to be perfectly honest. I'm very bad with birthdays. Happy birthday then, for tomorrow and also today, I think. Oh my god, I just had an amazing idea. Holy shit. At 18th level, you take hold of your foes in their final moments, dishonoring their legacy with pain and endless. Whenever you reduce a creature, or whenever a creature within 30 feet of you dies, you may expend key points equal to 1/10 its challenge rating. Minimum of 1. 1/10 its challenge rate as a reaction. If you do, it reanimates until the end of your next... Oh no, until... It reanimates until the end of your next turn. Whilst a creature is animated in this way, it has the following alterations. You control it as if its will were your own. It is undead. It is an undead creature. It loses any legendary actions or lair actions it would have had. Two plus 1/10 is challenge rating. The reaction. If you do, it reanimates till the end of its next turn. You control it as if its will were your own. It is an undead creature. It loses any legendary actions or lair actions it would have had. Any lair actions, any legendary actions, lair actions, spell cast actions, or traits that allow it to cast or mimic the effects of spells. Ah, yes. Now, let's stick one of these Chad boys in. Obviously, this ability is very first drafty, but it is I would like to say, pretty fucking rad. Endless death. Whenever a creature within 30 feet of you dies, you may expend key points equal to 2 plus 1/10 its challenge rating as a reaction. If you do, it reanimates until the end of its next turn. Whilst a creature is animated in this way, it has the following alterations. You control it as if its will were your own. It is an undead creature. It loses any legendary actions, lair actions, or traits that allow it to cast or mimic the effect. Allow it to cast, or just cast spells. Because if it has an effect that allows it to mimic a spell, it's probably a natural thing, right? I don't think there's anything I'm blatantly missing here, but there's a chance that I am. But basically, this is for the scenario where you kill the dragon's champion and then reanimate him for a round and have him fight his master. The creature is aware of its actions as it passes on into of its puppeteered body's actions as it passes into the afterlife. Way of the Long Death is really cool now, instead of being easily the most boring monk subclass and arguably one of the most boring classes in the game. So that's fun. But yeah, I think that's probably a very good place to leave things for today. There is a chance I may look at this some more this week. But I'm not certain. I'm really happy with the work we've done today, though, because we've made a lot of progress, like a lot of progress, and I'm really happy with how these have come out. So probably next time I'm going to try and finish off the key passives and the 11th level feature, and then move on to some of these conceptual monk subclasses. Because I'm really happy with how this has come out. I think it's awesome. But yeah, thanks very much for sticking around today, folks. I know the start of the stream was a bit of a nightmare, but you know, it just be like that sometimes, I suppose. I'm going to see if there's anybody to raid, but I'd wager a bet. No, there isn't anybody, that's fine. I will probably be streaming some Magic stuff on Friday, so if anybody wants to come in for that, I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around today, folks. I will see you later.